You might as well be dumpster diving. Stay off the dating apps, guys. This is a PSA. You need to delete all the dating apps. Stop swiping left, stop swiping right, because it's giving women a false sense of reality. A lot of men are trying to get lucky on these dating apps. All right? You're fumbling through trash. These women you meet on here have a lot of baggage, a lot of mental issues. They're not looking for love. They're not looking for a companion. They're looking for help financially. They're looking for a paycheck. I seen a profile where a woman had no legs, and she had a long list of requirements she wanted from a guy. And she said, don't judge. Listen, guys, women can have all these crazy expectations because they get tons of messages. A random woman can have 3 kids by 3 different men, have no place to live, right? Have no car, no job, and she has hundreds of messages, as opposed to a man who has a quality education, has a home. You're setting yourself up for failure when you sign up for these dating apps, my brothers. I know you want to get lucky, but here's the thing. You might get a couple chicks, 2, 3, 4 women that you can hook up with and hang out with. But the thing about it is, these women, you don't really want them. You would never meet these women in real life. You would never be caught dead with these women out in public. And you know you wouldn't. Listen, guys, a lot of guys think, oh, it's easier for online dating. No, it's not. It's actually frustrating. It's frustrating you men. Because a lot of men are viewed as unattractive by women anyway on these dating apps. Majority of women view men as unattractive. So you need to stop the dating apps. I know, listen, you might as well go out and about and talk to women and mingle with women. There's a lot of different venues that you can go to where there are people there. You'll have much more success, trust me, when you actually interact with a woman in person, as opposed to a dating app where a woman can sit behind a screen and play games and send you one-word replies, and because she's getting hundreds of messages. I actually made a video, and I did a whole piece. You can click the link below, where I showed men that an unattractive woman can get tons of messages. The video's below. Check it out. And it's actually sad and ridiculous. Dating apps lower your self-esteem, man. It make it seem like, well, I'm just not good enough for a woman who doesn't have nearly the qualifications that you have in life. You got women who weigh 350, 400 pounds, easy, who are getting showered with praise. Here you are in shape and fit, and you begging for a date, begging them to message you back, begging to hang out with them. The dating apps need to go away. You are far better off interacting with a woman in person. You'll get far better results, I guarantee you. Do not be afraid. There's a lot of different venues you can go to. Dating apps, yeah, it's cool. You can get some luck there, but you're sleeping with trash. You're with women who you really don't want to like or you don't want to be around. You're giving overweight, unattractive women a false sense of reality. You're inflating their ego each message you send them on these dating apps. Listen, dating apps are not for men. They're for women's ego boost. That's what they're designed for. They're not designed for you to have success, per se. They're designed for women to reject men and help them feel good about themselves. Listen, overwhelming majority of women on dating apps, they really don't have any plans on meeting you in person or hanging out with you. They just want to get their hit of attention from quality men that will never talk to them in real life, in person. They get that attention from you. Each message you send, each hey beautiful you send, you know she's not beautiful. You're thirsty. The dating apps need to go away. All men need to get rid of these things because it's inflating random women's ego who sit behind a computer or a phone on a dirty mattress in a Section 8 apartment that's being paid by the government. Here you are paying $800 to $1,000 in rent, but a woman who pays $75 in rent for subsidized housing It's telling you what she requires from a man. And then here's the thing: what I know about these dating apps, they never have any things that they are gonna offer a man. They just have, this is what I want. I want a man who's tall. I want a man who's this. He has to be this. He has to be this. Then they say no hookups. It's like, okay, what is a man supposed to expect from you then on a dating app? They have all these expectations, all these wants, all these demands. But here's the thing: if you require a woman to be fit and in shape, if you require her to cook and clean on a dating app, guess what? You're not even going to get messages back. As a matter of fact, your leash is so short on these dating apps. If you message one thing wrong, if you say the smallest thing she doesn't like, she can report your profile and you can get kicked off that dating app. Guys, do yourself a favor in 2020 moving forward. Delete the dating apps. It might seem like it's easy, but over time, you think like, man, maybe I'm not attractive enough. Maybe I'm just not good enough. And it will lower your self-esteem. It will lower your confidence. So when you go out into the real world, you'll think, wow, maybe that woman over there, I know she won't like me because the women on the dating apps rejected me and didn't message me back. Well, the women on dating apps, they get tons of messages. They're on there for a reason. Women are on dating apps because they're the last of the pickings. They're looking for a man, a lottery ticket. There are 28, 30, 35, 40 looking for a guy who's going to take care of them. It's women on there who look for sugar daddies but don't want to give any sugar. How does that sound? Guys, the dating apps need to go away. I know you don't want to do it. I know it's hard and it can be addicting because you're swiping right and hoping you get a match. And then when you get a match, you think, okay, I'm one match closer to hooking up. I'm one match closer. I'm one woman closer to hanging out and hooking up. Get rid of the dating apps. It's not good for your self-esteem, your health. Prioritize other things. The dating apps are strictly for women. It's to benefit them. It's to reject you, and it's to benefit them. They even get upgraded right away, while you have to pay for a premium portion of the dating app. So it's in women's favor. Dating apps are for women who need help. They don't and seek money. They're not seeking companionship. They're seeking a man to do for them and worship them. And a lot of times, even if you meet a woman on a dating app, if you have any sort of luck and you get a relationship, what will happen is that woman you get with, she'll still have an itch for the dating app because she's so hooked on it. Get rid of the dating apps. Don't even meet women off there. I know it might seem easy, but it's a drug. It's an addiction. And it's hurting it's hurting you guys' self-esteem. Cancel it right away now. All the apps. And here's the thing, they're coming out with more and more apps. They got Hinge. They got Plenty of Fish. They got OkCupid. They got Bumble. They got all these different apps they're coming out with, and it's all catered to the female. It's catered to them so they can win and you can lose.